Okay, now I saw one of these phantom time hypothesis videos a couple of months ago. So I have to do this response to them to bring up a very specific technical point. Now, I did some work for an article going back, 20 years now, I think. God, I think I did this before 2000-ish, maybe. Now, this was on solar eclipses in the Anglo Saxon Chronicles. This was in a previous life on Windows, like 20 years ago. Now, I've managed to find the archive of the files that I used. I can't find the actual full article that I wrote. I can't find a lot of the data that I used. You know, I've got a lot of data missing over 20 years, you know, who hasn't? Unfortunately as well, I'm now on Linux, and I haven't set up any Stellarium software at the moment, so I'll have to do that at another point and do a follow-up video and have another investigation. But what I thought I'd show you is just the results of what I found 20 years ago. And of course, this was looking at it without any kind of grind at all. The point of the exercise was to pin down definitively the timing of the writing of a document by using solar eclipses. Now, this phantom time hypothesis here, and this particular flavour of it, talks about came about in 1986. German historian Herbert Illich developed the phantom time hypothesis. The theory states that the years 619 to 911 do not actually exist. So everything between that time period was basically fabricated. So we are actually living in the 18th century. And that's fine, you know, I'm happy with that kind of hypothesis. Some people really get their heads in a twist, but, you know, you have to understand that the dates are just completely arbitrary. What isn't arbitrary is the amount of time. The date is arbitrary. So the 18th century, it doesn't matter. It's what is in question is the amount of time since these supposed historical events occurred and now. So if it's X number of years, then we are living in the 18th century. And who cares? We're not going to change its name to the 18th century. We're just going to carry on because this works at the moment for us. We're going to have to revise our history. Well, we're going to have to revise our history anyway, but that's a whole other video. Now, further to that, New Earth theory is it's a rounded off full 1,000 years, and it's based on this I being used in a date, standing for Jesus, standing for Jesus. So that's the year of Jesus, 527, which, you know, I mean, it doesn't necessarily scan because you've already, you know, you've got AD here. If you can see that on this